rise and join me with the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you call the roll? Mr. Hand?
Yep.
Mr. Grover?
Here.
Mrs. Sullivan?
Here.
Mrs. Vanderwater?
Here.
Ms. Wozniak?
Here. Before we dive into the agenda, I just wanted to take a moment. This is our regularly scheduled meeting. Happens to fall on today, but I would be remiss to not mention the significance of this day. So Juneteenth is the oldest internationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. 2.5 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which became official in January of 1863, it took until June 19, 1865 for Union soldiers to land in Galveston, Texas, with the news that the war had ended and the enslaved were now free. It's important for us to remember that not all Americans were free after the Declaration of Independence in 1776 or the signing of the U.S. Constitution in 1787. Today, we recognize that moment in history when President Lincoln declared that all enslaved people are free. I thought it was important to just read a little statement at the beginning of the meeting to recognize what this day means to many Americans. We'll do a motion to approve the meeting minutes of June 5th.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Citizens' comments. Anyone looking to address the board tonight? Our first order of business will be to appoint Michael Burke as town councilor with his term to expire at the end of this year.
I make a motion to appoint Michael Burke as town councilor effective immediately.
I'll second that.
Excellent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Mike, if you want to join us up here on the dais, welcome.
I actually wondered if we could take a minute and have him sign the oath book now. Would that be okay, Mike?
Sure.
It's right over there by Lynn.
Keep you out of trouble in the future, right?
Yes.
As we have learned.
Yeah.
Once there.
Signing the oath book. We'll probably make that general practice moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
It should be noted that
It is
I
always.
do it every time.
Yeah.
It's always all ready to go.
Item number 1, to approve the vouchers. This run was $61,216.12. Assuming we agree.
Yes. And I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 2 is approve a budget transfer. In this case, it's a motion to approve a short-term loan from the general fund to the Seneca Drainage District for $45,000. Can I take a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve that budget transfer. Do you want to just speak to it?
I will. Is there a second?
Second.
So, or did you want to speak to it? Oh, I thought you raised your hand. I'm sorry. No, okay. I'll take it. I'll take this one. So we had some work done on Seneca Knolls area, Lower Knolls, I'm assuming, and
Baker Boulevard.
or bigger. Oh, that's right, behind 100 block, I guess we'll call it. So because Seneca Knolls is in a drainage district, we wanted to charge that back to the district, but we don't overtax for it each year during the budget. So we'll loan ourselves the funds from the general fund, we'll tax for it in the 25 budget, and then we'll pay the general fund back so that the residents that are benefiting from the drainage project will be the ones to pay for the drainage project. So it's just a little budget transfer. Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I just want to thank you for that explanation.
Sure.
Save me a question.
Item number 3 is approve the clerk software maintenance with Edmunds in the amount of $2,078.11. Budgeted item.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second? Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4 is approve issuance of trash hauler license for Chuckit haulers. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Lynn, I know you'd sent us a memo on this. Is this the first one to respond to your request for renewal? Okay. Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, approve a $35 refund for a building permit to the homeowner at 128 Comaine Road West, who needs Canal Corp approval before building permit is issued. Is there-
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Jen. Second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? I guess just briefly, the homeowner has to go through a couple other steps right now, so if they decide to move forward, then they'll come in and pay the fee at that time. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 6, declare the barcode reader, item number 299 surplus and authorize its disposal.
I'll make
So
that.
moved.
Second.
Any other discussion? I'm assuming this was at Parks. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 7 is per the memo from Chris Ordway, appoint Asia Hinman as seasonal buildings and grounds labor effective June 20th at a rate of $18 per hour.
I'll make that motion.
Motion, second?
I'll second.
He had hired someone, but they got another opportunity, so they put their 2 weeks in, but actually sent a very nice letter
Yeah.
with their 2-week notice, so, but was able to find someone else to replace him. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Counselor and committee reports and comments. Start with you, Bob.
I don't have any committee reports, but I just wanted to kind of do a public service announcement that the schools are going to be closing here, I believe, on Friday. So I would ask that the residents just pay attention because we're going to have a lot more kids running around the neighborhoods, and there's going to be functions at the schools. So please keep in mind the posted speed limits.
It's good. Good PSA. Wendy?
I don't have any committee reports. I just want to welcome Michael Burke to the board. I'm excited you're here, and I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jen, anything tonight?
I do, I have a couple things. So we had a board meeting at Kentwoods on June 6th. Their car show is on 8/24, and they usually have about 35 to 40 cars at the car show, and they're needing volunteers, individuals to donate their time to help direct cars. They're looking for donations as well, prizes, water, etc. They did receive 17 new senior memberships in April and 20 in May. And then they need a treasurer. So if anyone's interested in that position, they can reach out to me and I can get further information to you. And Beeville Express also needs volunteer drivers. The director position that is open right now. We did interviews on the 12th, and we had 3 good candidates, and I believe that there is going to be a decision made by the end of this week on the director. So that's all I've got.
Thanks, Jen.
What day is that car show?
August 24th. I just looked, it's a Saturday.
Yep.
Roger, do you have anything tonight?
I don't have anything.
Mike, I don't expect you to be able to report on anything, but did you have any comments?
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. I'll take that. For supervisors' comments, I only wanted to mainly let residents know that live along the waterways, but they've started the harvesting of the water chestnuts. So they were out on Cross Lake. Wendy just told me they've already made their way to Seneca River. So you'll kind of see that activity taking place over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I want to thank the Village of Baldensville and Riverview Cemetery for being good partners in this and helping, and also Emmy Farms in Horgan for taking the spoils of the water chestnuts and using it for crop cover. This program has really grown to something that we're all taking care of on the local level because the state sort of dropped it in our laps, and I'm just really proud that the county came up with funding and soil and water and the partnerships that have come out of this. This is a good thing. So I don't have anything else for tonight. Jason, do you have anything to add?
Nothing tonight.
Gave the attorney the night off. Lynn, anything else? Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to the July 3rd meeting at 7.
Make that motion.
Oh, yes, sir.
I just apologize for being late for citizens' comments. I just needed to make a request if possible for my street.
Sure.
I was late from work. I apologize for coming in.
No, we'll entertain it. If you don't mind coming up, just saying your name and your street address.
Certainly. My name is Kevin Berler, B as in Bravo, E-R-L-E-R. I'm a resident at 218 Daywood Drive. Again, I apologize and thank you for letting me speak for a few minutes. I'm a father of 2 children. One is 10 years old, one is 5, and my 5-year-old, who's going on 6 in November, is diagnosed with autism. And being a resident here at Daywood Drive for about 3 years now, and also being a Baldwinsville resident for going on 8 years, from Mr. Grover there mentioned about watching speeds and whatnot. I don't know if any of you have an autistic son, or a child. They literally will run wherever, and it's very difficult. I have door alarms, I have security around my property to make sure, heaven forbids, he gets out of the house. I'm becoming increasingly concerned on Daywood Drive, specifically with him trying to play around as much as possible. So I'm familiar with the State of New York Department of Transportation has an Appendix 2, Subtitle B of Title 17 for compilation of codes, rules, and regulations for the state, that they do allow for, on the street or nearby the residence, a child with autism sign. I hereby would like to request, I don't know if it needs to be voted on at a subsequent meeting, I would like to have one placed on Daywood Drive, either immediately before my property or on that street, because from what I understand, I believe another autistic child has moved into the area. Just as much safeguard as possible.
Sure.
That way everyone's aware and maybe has an extra set of eyes.
Is it something you could leave with us?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you don't mind doing that, I do want to have a conversation with the highway superintendent. He's the one that ultimately would make that decision. I told him that he probably didn't have to be here tonight. So
I
of course,
apologize.
no. So now I feel bad, but I will get this to him tomorrow and then have him get back to you. If you have some contact information on there
Right
too.
here, it's direct from the state of New York with all the guidelines that follows with the appendix and the health.
Yeah, if you.
Mr. Berler, our engineer, wanted to make a comment.
Just for the board, I'm not sure if there's a regulatory sign that we have to have town board approval to put in our disposition list in the code book or not, so Doug may be happy to do it, but it may be too.
Might need action here too. Okay.
Yeah.
It's something we can certainly start with.
I know there may be votes involved and everything, and just a little bit of extra research.
Yeah.
It's just, I know it's a little bit of a process.
I'm sympathetic. I have an autistic cousin, so I understand.
So I just want to preface to say things don't happen quickly. We'll do our best to expedite this due to the nature of it. We've had a terrible time just getting additional signs over by Reynolds, and they just came in, so just bear with us. Some things are out of our hands as far as controlling when they come in, but we will address this.
Totally understandable. I'm a school teacher and I'm a volley myself, so I know some things it takes a little bit to get done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it again.
If there isn't any other business, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Wow, most missed it.
How